Chinese-built caravans and campers are probably one of the most debated topics in the Australian RV industry. For some buyers, where a camper is built matters. For others, it's how it's built that counts. Recently, Arctic Campers shared extensive footage from their manufacturing facility in Rongcheng, China. Their message is simple: not all Chinese-built campers are created equal. Arctic argues that manufacturers have a choice of materials, a choice of engineering standards, a choice of components, and a choice of how much emphasis they place on quality control. So in this video, you're going to see the manufacturing process, the engineering decisions, the quality control systems, and the standards Arctic says separate their products from many others on the market. Whether you agree or disagree, we'll let you decide.
Today we're at Mullen RV. We've got a 100,000 square metre facility that I want to show you through, show you the ins and outs on how everything is made overseas. All vans aren't made equal, so let's show you through. In this video, I'm going to teach you all the things you need to look out for when you go to a caravan show. Whether you're buying an Arctic or any other brand, I'm going to show you how things are done here. This is pretty relevant across all the factories that are in this area. Just around us here, there's other brands of manufacturers. There's a huge hub in this location in Rongcheng. So I'm going to show you how Mullen does it here. We're going to go right through it, and I'm going to give you the advice and the knowledge that you need to make the right decision. For too long now, there's so much uncertainty on what actually goes on overseas. Here I'm here to expose the truths on the ins and outs of everything that happens here. So when you go to a caravan show, you know what to look out for. What's good, what's bad. We're here to learn all of it. And I'm going to show you all the things you need to know, whether you're buying an Arctic or any other brand. All right, so Kyle's here with me as well. It's not just me. We thought we'd show this huge life-size image they've made. Igor, you'll see yourself on that one there, mate. That's you. Now this is our welding facility, metal fabrication facility. So let's go on in. Look how far this goes down. Just here is the stainless steel section. So these are all your kitchens. Now, this is that rear box. This is how that's made. You can actually see it. That's our pantry box that we make. So that's still got to have the table, and it's got to be powder coated and everything like that still. So this is our laser cutting machines over here. It just feeds tubes through. They go over here. So this is all for your different parts, of whether it's parts of the chassis, whatever you have. That's all getting done just here on this here. So just over here, we can actually see walls getting construction. So all the alloy framed walls, let's go have a look. So these are all of our walls for our Frost 15S, LK, your bunk, all of that right here. What do you think, Kyle?
It's all good, it's aluminium, so nice and strong.
This is the grade of the alloy. It's not, tell me that looks different to the stuff we have at home. We call it Chinesium back home. Mate, this stuff gets imported back to Australia and we all use it. So we're just doing it here and saving you money on the labour. So all here, you've got your trailing arms, your stub axles, all of that here. Now, one thing I will point out, we're not the only ones. There is other manufacturers that do come out of here. That's perfectly fine. There's different grades of steel that I'm going to show you down the line here. and you can really start to see the differences on your good and your bad. All right, so I'm gonna show you something a little bit controversial, but I think you need to see it. This steel here is what we use on our chassis. It's a high quality steel. There's no surface rust or anything like that before it gets built. It's a good steel. It costs more to use this. Let's have a look down here. This is what we can also use on our chassis if we want to. This is the low grade steel that you've heard about. Brands use this, some do, some don't. It's one of those things. You have a choice on every part of the van. Save money, use this. Build it properly, use the other stuff. So as you can see here, we've got different grades of steel. That is aluminium. You'll see that on some of the bottoms of vans. You've got your checker plate. You've got your mild steels. There is so many different materials. And if there's something here that we don't have, like for example, we might want to change it to a completely different material. I could say build it out of timber. They'll build it out of timber. So it's one of those things. There is so much choice here. And then anything we go, actually, we don't want none of this. We want to put something else completely different in. We're allowed to do this. So it's all about each van that is ordered from China. I don't care what brand it is. They're not all made the same. We can be cheap about this. We can be good about this. And that's with every brand. You can cut corners and use, there's Q234 steels. There's all these different steels. There's garbage and there's good. So just here, we've got two of the CNC metal laser engraving machines. One's going in here. This is a newer machine that Molin's just acquired. Come have a look at this. So you can see here what it's doing. It's running that cut right now. It's going to run there, then up. You can see everything there, so you can close the door, which is probably what happened, but we're showing you for the video. State of the art. State of the art. Done properly. So this is the metal fabrication side of things, more the sheet metal side. We've got a bunch of brake presses along here, and you can see like we've got all these little bits and pieces getting made. They've all got their own sections there. Just over here, you've got your pipe bender, and all your metal fabrication, your welding, all that goes down here. Exactly the way we do it over in Australia. There is no different here. It's one of those things. They're doing a phenomenal job. You know, Kyle, he used to build Australian-made vans for a long time. I'm a boiler maker, that's my side of things. I come over here, we go right through all these things with these guys and say, look, this is how we want it. This is incorrect. You need to do it this way, that way. Like I've said in the past, I can select dodgy steel if I want to and save money. We don't do that here. We use quality steel. It's one of those things. As a manufacturer in Australia, it is not just, let's call up China and order a van. There is so much more that goes into it where we actually go right through every little bit. We've got some vans here now. We're looking at some things. They're new release vans coming out. We've already said, this is incorrect, this is incorrect. That's why we're actually here. We thought, while we're here, let's do a video. We've gone right through those vans. They've already changed those things. They've redone the whole thing the way we want to do it. But that's my point. You can do it right, or you can order some absolute garbage, and there is garbage out there. We don't need to name names. Do your research. But that's why after sales service and brands that genuinely care about you as the customer becomes a very obvious choice. So just behind me here, we have our chassis. They're all going to go in this first bath here, which is an acid wash. So that's going to wash all the impurities, any surface rust, things like that, straight off them. So it'll go in that first one. Then it's going to go down the line through to the gull. The gull's heated to, I think it was stored about 430 degrees Celsius. So it goes in that. After that's done, it goes into a cooling bath, and then out it comes. So this is the acid wash. It's going in now. We do 2 chassis at a time now. This is actually done off-site. So this is just done around the corner. So our chassis are made they're sent over here to this facility that does specialise in this. After your gal dipping's done, right here, it comes into this section. This is one of our chassis, and that's your plastic honeycomb flooring. Very strong. If we go down here, I'm not sure whose this one is, but completely different material. You can see the difference. It's like a wood or something like that. I'm not sure what that is, but you can see that they're two different things. They're both going to become hybrid vans. This one's the one that has that plastic honeycomb floor, durable, long-term use. The other one, I'm not sure.
All right, guys, as you can see, this is where all the fun starts and the vans actually start coming together. So they're building the whole underneath of the chassis.
Come have a look at this.
Putting all the tanks on, wiring it up. Makes it a lot easier when it's upside down. In Australia, they do things a bit different, but over here it's a lot easier and a lot quicker.
So after we've just seen the chassis assembly with the gas plumbing, goes over here to get all your final part done underneath, it'll get flipped over. Next stage is going right here. So as you can see, they're doing all your lino, they do it as one whole piece, straight on here. Just like so. So this section here, we've actually got all of this material here. So this is all of your drawer slides, all the bits and pieces that are metal. There's roofs, everything in this section just down here. They'll go into here and they get finished off first, sanded. Now if we go for a walk over here, this big machine here, we're gonna go show you that. This thing is huge. It goes all the way down there, probably a good 300 meters, and that is actually a full powder coating system there. So let's go see how the products get powder coated and what happens there. So this here is the powder coating room. So just down here, we've actually got where they spray all the things. There's all these hooks that run down. And you can see just here, here's some components now that have been sprayed with the powder. They're gonna go into that oven and come out down the other side. Let's go have a look at what it looks like when it comes out. So I do apologise if there is a bit of noise. It is loud in here. But right here, you can see this is actually the entire roof skin. That's been fully powder coated. So that gets put through there, ran right through. Just behind us over here, we've got all your sidebars. Just down here, you've got front boxes, everything. All of that goes through and gets powder coated through this system here. So the question we constantly get asked, how do you do custom builds? We've got state-of-the-art CNC machines right here. So what we're able to do is work with our engineers, design your layout, and we can literally send it into this machine. It will cut it millimeter perfect. So come over, have a look. When we do it, it's designed as a locking mechanism. So we've got these routed out sections where they actually just all clip together. So it's even stronger when you're doing all your off-road juice. So they're not just screwed and glued together, they're actually notched and sat inside for the most strength you can have. Once they've come out of the CNC section, they come over here. Now, as I said, they do lock together, then they also use screws, staples, and glue to fully assemble all this here. It goes over to the production line, all this goes in. So right here, as you can see, we've got a couple of our cafe seating setups, you know, with your lids, all that, they're already pre-made, ready to go. They'll just get put straight in, super simple, great way to do it. So our seats, with all that awesome stitching in there and how that's done, this machine right here. So what we do is we've done our design and it's uploaded into the system just here. And as you can see, it's still got it's only 27% of the way through. Come over here, you can see, look at it go. So once this fabric's all done, what's gonna happen is it's gonna go to the lovely ladies inside and they do all the rest of it by hand. So they'll use this and they'll incorporate it into the parts with all their sewing machines and whatnot. That is how this part of it's all done. So just here, our inner spring mattresses. That's how they come. Right here. You can see it's all getting done in-house. Take a look at this here. We've got different materials, different foams,
different springs.
We get to select absolutely, like I said, there's so much for us to choose from to try and make the right decision to give you the best product possible. Yeah, it's sort of sky's the limit here. If we can think of it, we can build it generally. And that's why we can do custom builds. This isn't a production line where it's focused on, you know, essentially, let's just smash vans out, build, you know, the same van, 100 of them. This is, we want to build the van the right way. So we had to pair it with the right manufacturer that can do this for us. Molen absolutely smashes this out of the park. That's why we build our vans through Molen. So here we have our Frost 15S. It's just had its sidewalls put on. They're still going to fit the back wall to it, which we will show you that. You can see the side pop outs there. Just over here, this is actually our galley kitchen set up right here. Your seating, all that's already prefabbed. So they're going to put all this in. You can see it's all quite thick ply, it's all marine ply and all that. They're going to start fitting all that in the van now. They've already fitted the internal sheeting here. So that way when this goes in, it fits nicely. Then they'll work on the outsides, do all the insulation, the cladding, all that done after the insides and all that is done.
This is one of our bunks that we've actually moved the door over 100 mil so we can make our bunks wider. So if you come over and have a look, this is actually one of our builds that is getting done right now that's custom, that we've made the bunks a lot wider. Come check it out, guys.
So as you can see here, these are where the alloy frames are all put together. So they're obviously made in the other section. You can see that this is a Frost 15 bunk. That's a Frost 15 LK. Just here, this is another Frost 15 LK. So you can see it's all constructed right here. All your flooring, all your LED light, you can see how that's all done. There's nothing dodgy about it. It isn't cheap and nasty like everyone thinks. There is high construction the way it's all done. Everything's insulated. All your cable management, the way it's ran, all your framework, there's no issues with any of it. So this is the new van that we're doing. This is a full composite build. So you can see in here, it is full composite. Now this is our new Summit 21. So we can do full composite alloy frame. They all have their benefits, their strengths, weaknesses. We choose what we think is the best. And that's sort of how it works here in Mullen or in China in general. If I say to them, I want to do a timber floor, they're going to do a timber floor. We've gone with a plastic honeycomb. So if we come over here, just underneath the underlay there, you can see that that's a plastic honeycomb a section there. This floor is designed to get wet for off-road vans. You can take this in the rivers, whatever you need to do. You're not going to have any issues with that. That's why we've chosen this material. You know, as we continue on down, they've got some marks and stuff. This is all cut rough-ins, so where they're going to put things. Again, all your honeycomb. The ensuite's still getting built in this one. So you see as we go down the line here, it's at the next stage, it's at the next stage. So this is that van we just saw a few steps back with a lot more done now. So this is the Summit 21. They've got all their rubber matting and stuff in there so they can get in there. They're still installing the fridges, all that stuff. There is power already done in this van. This is a new little slide out kitchen we've done for it, which is pretty awesome. There's still a lot more to finish off. So there's still a fair bit going on. This little thing is going to be an absolute showstopper. So this is our Igloo 10. It's a new van that we're doing. Rear door entry. This is what I mean. They can do what we want here.
This is all your roof for your pop top, so that goes on the roof of your walls. Just over here as well, it's more pieces where the panel goes in. As you can see, if you come around over here, you've got your frame, then your hatches go here, obviously supported for your aircon and stuff, and then you've also got some for your skylight. These are fully insulated as well, and as you can see, it's quite easy to install. So as we come over here, I'll show you. So this is where we're putting on the solar panels. As you notice, ours are all raised off the roof, which is mostly important, I think. And as you can see over here, you got your hatches, all your wiring for your solar panel. And as you can see, we do fit as much solar on there as possible.
So after the roofs are constructed, as you can see here, they've got this awesome machine that picks the roofs up. They're going to bring this down now. So if you want to bring it down, yep. So we can see here, this is how the roofs go on. Just two people that would do it, pretty easy. Goes down on the scissor arms. Now, scissor arms are obviously going to start compressing, and they're just going to guide that down onto it and hook the rest up. You can see all the solar, everything's already prefabbed before it goes on. Cables are coming out, then they're just going to hook it up down in underneath. So this section behind me here is where all the wiring gets done. What happens here is the wiring will get pre-wired, so they'll do all the, the lengths, all that stuff, they know all this already. It then goes downstairs and that'll get, put into all the spots it needs to go. Basically a wiring harness is pre-made for the vans. Now, depending on what we select and what we use, there's different gauges of wire and whatnot that we will select from. Now, when we do this, we can select what sort of charger we use. We can put, let's say, a Victron charger in with a projector system, part of a projector system, and a bit of this and a bit of that. We can actually select absolutely every component of this as well. So that's, again, where you can cut corners, you can do a lot of things in that regard, or you just go, what's the best way to do this? And then that's where we get, engineers involved, electricians that know what they're doing. And that's how we've, managed to be able to, for example, the EcoFlow system. We've got the Renogy system for the 12 volt. We've got so many different solutions to things, and we maximize the efficiency on every single way. The Renogy Shadow Flux solar we use, I think from what I can see out there, I think we're the only ones really stickly using this from what I'm seeing. There's a lot of brands that are using stick-on solar, other things like this. That's because that's their choice. At Arctic, we're all about doing this properly and giving you that best experience. So let's go over and have a look at some of the machines we also use here at the electrical station. There's auto crimpers, there's some pretty amazing machinery here. This is the design team here at Mullen. So you can see here, this is one of our drawings. This is, what do we got here? The Summit, the new Summit 21 we're doing actually. So this is sort of this side of things. We've got all these guys here that do all our drawings. We partnered with them where we can let them know what we want to do. We're constantly on the phone to them all, what we need to change, what we want to improve. All of these things happen like that. We get our drawings back to us straight away whenever we make changes. So this is how, as you can see, we're able to do these custom changes for you guys. It's all about having this sort of backup service when we're back in Australia. And as you can see, it's there. So here we have a massive checklist, pages of it. So this is all just for one van. There's 11 people that have worked on this van. You've got pages here and they're all signed off by each person. Chassis, everything like that, all checked out. There is rigorous testing that goes right on through all these vans. Right here, they're getting the final cleanup done before they go back over into that production, that final assembly area. You can see right here, there is a bunch of vans on that line there getting done. There's a couple of new vans there. All right, so for water testing, you can see this thing's getting smashed from every angle possible. Now the reason we do this, I have pointed out that we do fit some aircon, things like that over in Australia. But the reason we do this first is if there's any leaks now, they've actually already sealed the roof up. There's a plate that goes over where the aircon sits, right? So they're gonna test every other part of it. This van will pass. Once it comes to Australia, whatever we fit there, we re-water test it. If that has an issue, we know where to look. We're not looking throughout the whole van for water leaks or anything like that. Absolutely crazy water pressure, and it just sits in here and gets smashed, just like that. Proper testing, we want to give you the best van, so. All these vans that are behind me are all completed, almost ready to go in a container back to Melbourne or Brisbane for a production. This is where the quality control happens. So these are all built before they go in a container. You can see Kyle's over here. So we come over every so often, do spot checks, go right through things. Kyle's showing them right around the things we want to dial in and get even better. So there's a heap of vans here, but this is the quality control station just before they go in. Any little things that need doing, whether there's marks, things like that, that'll get done here before they go in a container and head over to Australia. So far we've seen how the vans are made in Rongcheng, China, but the journey doesn't end there. Once these campers leave the production line, they're loaded into containers and shipped to Australia. And this is where another important stage of the process begins. So let's take a look at what happens when a van arrives from China here in Australia. All right, so this van's already been unloaded out of a container. All the awning, everything, all of that stuff comes in the containers. We put everything beside the van. Now, we've already fitted the hitch and the jockey wheel in the van as it comes out. It's just more efficient to do it this way. But as we go around, so we've got things like this is your external shower tent, anti-flap kit, all that stuff. In here, we've got things like, for example, here's your reverse camera. We've got to wire this up, fit all this, seal it all. Your little side light, because obviously it's not going to fit in a container with this stuff on it. All your vents. These are your covers for, let's say, your external TV antenna. Your truma, there's actually the plate for this in there, so this has got to get popped out, put on, and this goes on with it. So there's those things there. As we wander around, you can see there's no awning on the van. Just here's that spot for that handle that needs to go on. So we've got our aircon already set up here, so that's got to go on the roof and get all installed, sealed, all that stuff before it goes into water testing. When they do come out of the van, we do not have your recovery tracks, your rear bar or any of that on. It just doesn't fit. So that's already been slapped on, ready to go. Still needs to be all tightened up and torqued, and so does the box that needs to go on. Camera obviously needs to be fitted. As we wander around the side here, this is where, so that's your TV antenna port. That cover needs to go on still. All the packaging needs to come off. We've still got a wire in. This is your 240 volt inlet. Again, doesn't fit. your battery vent, that's your cover for your battery ventilation. So that's got to get all fitted. Your external shower tent, as you can see, the holes are already drilled, they are taped up. So you can just peel one of them off. So these go on there just to protect everything whilst it's in the container. Plates already all installed. This is all pre-done overseas. So there's not a great deal to do once they get over here. Obviously when you have a lot of vans, it is going to be a time-consuming thing. The wheels, they do come on the van. Now the guys, as part of this, I have them all rip all this off, rip all the bearings out, all that, and they redo everything just to be safe. Damien, our production manager that's over there, he came from car mechanics. He's actually a mechanic, and he knows how to set the bearings, all that stuff accordingly. So we like to do that because some brands will just send this out as it is. The problem with that is when you see those stories online where wheels are coming off because bearing failures, all that stuff happens, that is why. It wasn't checked. Sometimes the bearings aren't adjusted properly or they're not packed properly. So that's why we like to, this is a huge safety thing. It needs to be done right. So we redo all that here. We also go over all your grease nipples, all that stuff, make sure they're all good. Again, just to be safe, just to use the right grease, all that stuff. So let's go through and we're gonna actually show you all this getting done.
Looking through the footage, the biggest takeaway for me wasn't necessarily where these campers are built. It was how many decisions exist throughout the manufacturing process. Material selection, engineering standards, component choices, manufacturing methods, quality control. Every manufacturer has choices to make, and Arctic's position is that those choices ultimately determine the quality of the finished product. Whether these processes justify Arctic's claims is something I'll leave for you to decide. But I think it's fair to say that this footage provides a level of transparency that we don't often get to see in the caravan industry. And that's valuable regardless of where you stand on the debate. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did anything in this footage surprise you? Has it changed your perception of Chinese-built campers? Or do you still have concerns? Let me know in the comments below. And if there are other manufacturers, factories, or behind the scenes processes you'd like to see explored, I'd love to hear those suggestions as well.